supposed to be my friend!
And that's why I don't tag my videos with my name.
Daddy! Daddy? Hi!
What's up, everybody? It's another video of the Working Man's Blog, and I understand it's been a long time since the last one. I've been meaning to making more and more videos as time went on, but part of the course I ended up having to put something like this. What do you want? I'm just too busy. I get home from work, I cook, I clean, I check my messages, I work a little more, and before I know it, it's time for bed. I don't really have much time for anything else. Not even most of the new stuff that I bought over the Christmas holiday. And speaking of, you know, Christmas usually is a bittersweet time for me. Every time I always read about how some of my friends get gifts among gifts among gifts among gifts, and I usually end up saddled with $20. And while Christmas is obviously not about gifts, as everybody knows, you know, it's a happy bonus. So it's always been a little sour for me. But this year, however, turned out to be a lot different. Not only did some of my friends get me some gifts, but thanks to a little financial handiwork of my own, I was able to get myself some my own Christmas gifts. So let's take a look at my little haul for the last year. Let's see here. Of course, the big question to ask would be, have I doomed myself right at the start? Will buying so much for myself eventually screw me over as terms of survival money later on? And the big question is, will I ever be able to do something like this again for myself? Only he knows for sure. But enough about that. You know, it's actually kind of funny. The weeks coming before my extra check, which allowed me to get all this stuff for myself, I had planned to get quite a few things. Most of this stuff that I had already shown, and a couple other things like a wireless mouse, a fan for my laptop, a couple more games that I had interest in. Unfortunately, weather prevented me from getting to work on New Year's Day, and I ended up losing quite a bit of money for that. So I had to cut down a lot of the stuff that I wanted to get. However, when I actually went to get the stuff, funny thing happened. I actually didn't end up needing a lot of the stuff that I wanted to get. I got the wireless mouse, but the range was extremely limited. I threw away the idea of getting a fan for my laptop because most of the time when you get a fan for something like this, the fan only ends up making things worse. I've heard stories about how fans for Xbox 360s and fans for PS3s only end up making the red rings happen faster and overheating, blowing up the PS3 faster. And my PS3 is going on its third year in March, third, fourth year, I'm sure. And, you know, it still runs like a dream. And, you know, my laptop is the only thing I have as far as a computer goes. I'd like to get a new desktop somewhere along the line, but I want to be a little more careful with it, so I don't want to take any risks. As far as the games that I wanted to get, I have quite a lot of games as it is already. And the ones that I wanted to get, I can just find on Amazon or online or something like that. They seem like the kind of games that I would have no problem with getting, like 1 or 2 years after the fact, which tends to happen a lot anyway. Long story short, I ended up getting a lot more of, well, not a lot more, but I ended up getting more of what I needed rather than what I wanted. I got a placemat for my bathroom. You saw the hammer and nails. I obviously got food, but I got a lot more than I usually buy. and that in itself is helped due to the help of some rides from coworkers that I've gotten. So yeah, I mean, I was a little more careful with my spending, despite all the planning I made ahead of it, and despite the loss of money that I had. And I actually have a little bit of money left over for the survival of the next week and a half. I'm not sure exactly how long it'll last me for, but it's normally more than what I get with my regular paycheck. So maybe this will keep me afloat for a little longer until I get a decent financial situation going on. What the hope for eventually reopening commissions and that sort of thing. Yeah, I know I'm using transitionary clips a lot, but when am I going to do something like this again? Aside from the Christmas haul, there's not really much else for me to talk about. I mean, Fetch Quest enters its 1 year anniversary. SmackDown vs. Raw 2010. What haven't I said about it? People haven't already said themselves. Tatsunoko vs. Capcom Ultimate All-Stars comes out at the end of the month, and I hope to get that maybe with my check for Fetch Quest for that week. Probably still have a little bit from the Christmas haul left over, and not really much else. I'm just trying to keep doing my thing, working on projects, but projects keep piling up. And I just hope that with the limited time I usually have, because let's face it, 24 hours is just not enough for me, that even making this video doesn't set me back too much. So I'm probably just going to shut it down right now and get busy. The working man's work is never done. God, that was a horrible catchphrase. Alright, well, take care everyone.